What's up guys, Jeff Cavaliere, ATHLEAN-X.com. What do you know? On the road to nowhere. Why? I'm actually doing this to show you 3 reasons why I actually prefer you don't step on a treadmill if you're trying to get your conditioning. First and foremost guys, if you're trying to do your conditioning here on a treadmill, I will tell you this, you're not getting the same reactions and ground reaction forces in your feet, and therefore you're certainly not training as athletically as you can, but secondly, you're not really mimicking what your body's going to have to deal with in the real world in the first place. When your feet hit the ground on a treadmill here, as I'll show you, you are not actually allowing your muscles to work the way they should. Every time this foot steps down, it gets pulled backwards by the belt. You can see the belt will always passively move me backwards. But what is that doing? That's certainly not making the hamstrings and glutes do all the work that they should be doing, because they're just being pulled along for the ride. So if you really want to mimic the real deal, you get out there on the floor, on the ground, and you use your own muscle strength in your glutes, hamstrings, and quads to push yourself and move yourself around the floor. Second thing is right here, we're going to take you through my eyes to see what I see. And right now, besides the commercial on Monday Night Football, what I am seeing is straight ahead. The problem is, very little do we ever look straight ahead when we're on a treadmill. You see, what we do is we look down at the console, or we have to look down at our feet, because we want to make sure that we're not drifting. We have a possibility, and we've seen all the workout fail videos, where you will drift too far back on the treadmill, or you'll drift too far to the left, or too far to the right. So we constantly keep checking down. But the worst thing that we'll do is do that, because all we're doing is reinforcing bad postural habits. If you don't believe me, check out this video right here that I took while I was out in San Diego over the weekend for Major League Baseball's winter meetings at the hotel. Now, as you can obviously see, that is bad posture. Is it really his fault? No, not necessarily, because that's a fairly tall guy looking down at the consoles, down here below him. He has to follow with bad posture, because wherever your head goes, guys, your body will follow. If your head goes down and looks down, your body will look down and round forward. So it's not even his problem. Second big problem you should notice, by the way, from that video is, you ever notice how much room is dedicated to treadmills and conditioning in a hotel gym, and how very little room is dedicated to strength training? We really need to see that reversed, I think, if you really want to see people start changing their levels of fitness. So we know that we've got postural issues, we've got our lack of actual functional carryover to the real world, and then finally we have the last, and that is the actual viability of the treadmill as your best conditioning option. It's not. You see, when we start to get out and put ourselves back in those ground-based training environments, like we do with our athlete burst training, where we actually get an ability to train at a higher intensity and to also incorporate so many more muscle groups, because we can mix in conditioning-based strength training exercises that will allow us to work a lot more muscles at the same time in one workout, therefore burn more calories and do it more quickly. That, guys, is going to give you that conditioning benefit, while at the same time not keeping you here on the road to nowhere for longer than you have to, and certainly not sacrificing the ability to burn fat at the same time. That's what athlete burst training is. That's what we incorporate into every week of our ATHLEAN-X training system. And if you haven't, guys, if you're ready to give up this rat wheel and start doing some more functional and high-level strength training and conditioning, then by all means, guys, I am inviting you to head over to ATHLEAN-X.com and train alongside me with the ATHLEAN-X training system. If you found this video helpful, make sure you leave a comment and a thumbs up below. In the meantime, I gotta get the hell off this thing, because I'm getting bored. I'll see you guys back here soon.